If a billionaire is asking you for money, is he really a billionaire? I don't think so. I don't think so. What is up, everyone? It's your girl Tori Aaliyah, and I am back with another video. So if you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you stay, and if you are a subby, thank you for continuing to watch my channel. I really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get into this video. Alright, y'all, so after dodging like Twitter and TikTok spoilers, I finally watched Tinder Swindler on Netflix, and it's a 2-hour, I think it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour long documentary about ladies who met someone on Tinder, and you know, I'll get into it. But anyways, I finally watched it, and it just really had me thinking, like this documentary was jaw-dropping from the beginning, and not because these ladies were getting scammed, which we'll get into, but just because of how gullible these ladies were. And you know, it's just like, I don't want to judge, but at the same time, it's hard not to judge because, like, come on now, like, come on. So let's get into it. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone because I wrote notes. I can remember everything. But yeah, let me get some wine because, like, we're talking, like, we're bonded. Anyways, let me get some to drink. My hand is too slippery, I guess, because I have moisturizer on in the world. Anyways, y'all, I have Verdi. So yeah, grab a drink if you're under 21, you know. Grab some juice because we're not supporting underage drinking on this channel. A lot in my glass. Alright, you guys, so a brief synopsis for those who you've probably watched it, you need a brief synopsis, or you haven't, you don't care to watch, but you want to know the tea. So basically, there's a girl, her name is Cecile. She meets a guy on Tinder. She swipes, they match, his name is Simon Levive, and you know, sparks fly from the beginning. They meet, have a coffee date, and on the spot, he says, let's fly out. So now she's jet setting with this man. They go, they travel. She ends up meeting this man's baby mother, child's mother. He has a child, and the child is also there. Which, watching that, I'm just like, girl, that's not a little weird to you? Like, I go on a date with a man and his baby mama and his child is there. That's not weird. But anyways, she says, you know, it didn't freak her out. The child's mother spoke to her and said how Simon was such a good guy and they co-parented and all that. So, you know, she meets him, he flies her out. They spend the night at a really nice luxe hotel. Basically, like, this guy has money, all right? Simon, on the other hand, he is playing this role of a billionaire's son. So Simon Levive, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, he basically tells all these ladies that he's dating, basically, hey, you know, I have money, my dad's a billionaire, he's a billionaire diamond dealer, so I'm the heir to LLD Diamonds, which is the company that his dad owns, right? So off the bat, like, he's like supporting this lifestyle. He's showing them like, hey, I got the money, like, I got a bag. So he took Cecile on a trip, you know, really made her, you know, feel good, and she's in love with him at this point. You know, they done had sex on the first date. You know, she's in love with this man. All right, now there's a third person, and her name is Pernilla, right? And basically, she also swipes on Tinder, and she matches with Simon Levive, right? They go on a date, a quick coffee date. However, they find out, I think this is one that's a bit grainy, but they either realize they don't have a lot of chemistry together. Actually, that is what it is. They don't have a lot of chemistry together, but she said, you know, he had a great personality and she figured, you know, they would work good as friends. So they both, you know, made that decision, you know what, we're better off as friends. And she was okay with that because he was a sweet guy and they got along great. So, you know, a couple weeks pass. It's the summertime. Well, it's probably not the summertime, but he invites her on a date, you know, like a friend date, and he brings his girlfriend. The girlfriend's name isn't really mentioned, you just see pictures of her, but the girlfriend now, so she meets them, you know, it's a threesome, they're all having fun. He takes her all around the globe, jet setting, having parties, throwing parties, popping bottles, driving in luxury vehicles, you know, all that. And it's great. Like, that's her friend. Like, you know, they're having a good time, y'all. So, yeah, it's a great time for everyone. The only person that really didn't have a good time, though, was Cecilia, because they went on one date, and after that, he kept having to tell her, like, I have to reschedule, or I can't go here, or I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So after that first date, they really didn't get to see each other as much. But because of how much impact that first date had on her, she's in love with this man now. They text on WhatsApp every day, you know, they video chat each other. It's great. He's telling her, I love you. She's telling him, I love you. You know, it's just a great long distance relationship until Simon pulls, you know, the my bodyguard is injured. So Simon sends her a picture of his bodyguard with like a cut on his face. He's being rushed in the ambulance, you know, and he's saying, you know, my enemies are after me. That's his line, you know, my enemies are coming for me, child. Anyway, so he's telling them all of this, and that's basically how he gets them to start sending him money, right? I'm not giving a whole synopsis, y'all. Like, you know, but basically he does this as a way to start the scamming, right? So he tells them, oh, someone attacked my bodyguard, they're trying to attack me. And he is, listen, this man put on his acting hat, his acting cap, like he was working, okay? So he tells them that. So he gets Pernilla and Cecilia. He shows them the same pictures, everything. He's like, my enemies are after me, y'all. They're coming for me. And he gets them like shaken up. Like, imagine you have a boyfriend and he sends you a picture of his bodyguard and he has blood on his shirt. He's telling you all this stuff is happening and you're like, God, like, I don't care how cold-hearted you are. If someone sends you a picture like that, like, you're gonna be a bit like, oh my God, I hope everything's okay. Like, what's going on? So he's getting these ladies frantic, you know, they're like, what's going on? Are you okay? Da da da. And that's when the scamming begins, y'all. This man is like, I had to close down all my credit cards. I have to do everything because that's how they're tracking him. You know, that's how they're tracking him. So now these girls are, you know, asked for a favor, like, hey, could you just loan me some money until I get my cards up and running again, until money can flow through, because now is a dire situation. You know, I need the money. I still have to take care of business in the meantime until, you know, this issue with, you know, a breach in security gets taken care of. And these girls, you know, they do it. They do it. You know, a little skeptical at first, but this man has built up this persona. I have the money, you know. I have the money. I just flew you out the other day. Like, first date, we flew out. We went to, I think, Italy.
I need a plane ticket. I'm trying to get flued out. Period.
We stayed in a nice hotel. I got money. We went on my private jet, you know? So these girls are like, this man does have money. Pernilla spent a whole summer with him. She saw the lifestyle he lived. Like, she was a part of it. You know, the nice rides, the private jet, the money, the parties. You know, she saw it all. So it's like, okay, this man is in a dire situation. His card is locked. I'm just gonna loan him the money because I know he'll give it back to me. Because he has the money. It's not like some little broke boy that I just started talking to that don't have even a car that's asking me for money that I know isn't gonna give me back. Like, this is a billionaire son who in turn is most likely, you know, a millionaire. He's gonna give me that money back. So they give him the cash. They give him the cash, child, and he keeps asking them on top of it. Asking them. And when they ask him back for the money, this man forges checks, y'all, and sends it out. Double the amount that they even gave him in the first place. And it's like, okay, here's the money. I wired it back to you. It should be there in a few days. And now when these girls are trying to cash these checks, they're not working. Like, it's a fake check. And when they confront him about it, then he kind of throws it back on them like, well, I sent you the money, so I did it. I did my part.
Wait a damn minute.
So he starts just like revealing the true person underneath the Simon Levive, you know, persona that he's been using. So, you know, that's the synopsis. That's the brief synopsis, y'all. It's a whole lot of. So anyways, what I wanted to talk about is just like, I watched this documentary and from the beginning, I was just like, are y'all this dumb? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just like, you know, someone made a good point online on TikTok, and they said that Pernilla and Cecilia, where they grew up, I will list the country here. I don't remember what country. I think it was the Ukraine or something. They were like, you know, crime rate is a lot lower there, and maybe these girls, like, they would not have thought something like this could have happened to them. And, you know, they just gave willingly thinking, you know, I'm gonna get this money back. But, you know, and I'm like, you know, that could be true. But I was just like, first of all, if a man that's rich asks you for money that's not rich, you have to turn around and take out loans to give him that money. Like, you don't even just have that money on hand. You have to go and take out a loan. You have to go and up your credit limit at your bank. This man, for Cecile, he allows her, he basically says, I'll in order to get your credit up, I will make it seem like you're employed at my company, which is LLC Diamonds, you know. I'll make it seem like you're employed there, and so I'll send you a pay stub, and then the Amex should be able to up your credit card limit, you know, black card, you know. So I'm just like, if a man can do all that process of getting a pay stub for you, it doesn't click to you that if you can do that, then why can't you just accept, like, access money? Like, you know, like, watching this, I was just like, there was so many points where maybe the first time when he said, oh, my security guard is in danger, he sends you that message like, oh, my bodyguard's in danger. I understand if you send him that first amount of money, but when he starts doing that and then saying, oh, the money's running out, the limit's up, they're not letting me run a card, they're not letting me do this, I can't use the card, you need to call your bank. You don't think to yourself, why am I doing this for a man? Why? Why am I doing this for a billionaire? You don't think that, like, a rich man like that doesn't have, like, funds hidden for, like, when stuff like this happens? Like, we all know, girl, billionaires, they don't have all their money in the bank. If a billionaire has all his money in a bank, like, he's not fully right. Like, it's just weird to think that all his money is tied up in his bank, it's tied up in his credit cards. Like, they have money. If something happens, like he said, like someone attacked my security guard, my life is at risk, I'm sure they're prepared for situations like that where they're like, you know what, I have some money stashed here, I have, you know. So for them to be asking you for money, that would throw me off. I would have been like, listen, I'm not even giving a man $5, okay? I'm not even giving a man $5. Like, that's just crazy to me that these girls really went to a loan shark, took out loans. Cecile, she took out over like 150K. It's like about that amount. That's how much she took out. And I don't think that even includes, it might, but I'm not sure if that includes all the credit card charges. But she took out a lot of money. She stated that she took out about 7 to 9 loans. So you didn't go not once, not twice, not thrice. You went 7 to 9 times to take out a loan for a man that you barely see. At least Pernilla, you know, was spending the whole summer with him. But you went on one date with him. And then the next time you saw this man was when you had to bring that 25K, the first time he asked you for money, to him. And then he hurried up and got in a car playing this role like someone's really out to get him, having you scared for your life. And you don't say, you know what, let me distance myself from this man because this is crazy. And this whole time you don't see this man. I don't think she really saw him. And you know, Pernilla, I think she gave up her savings. I think he asked her for like 30K or something, 40K. Off that too. I said, listen, your chest is mad high. So the first time she gave him money, it was from her savings account because she was living with her mom and, you know, she was saving to move out on her own, you know, get an apartment, just be covered. And she gave up all her savings to this man. And then she had to start taking out loans and upping her credit card. Cecile sent a picture of her passport, you know, ID and all that to him so he could get the pay stub for her. And it's just like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, or maybe because I'm so used to people scamming so much in the US that now I'm like, no scam can get me because I don't play that. Like, people are always trying to scam, you know, all witnessed it. If you live here, people are always scamming. So you're just like, no. But like, ladies, all I can say is, if a billionaire is asking you for money, is he really a billionaire? I don't think so. I don't think so. So yes, then we have the fourth person in this whole thing, and her name's Aileen. Turns out Aileen was dating this man for like over a year. Over a year. And this was during the time when he was dating Cecile and, you know, gallivanting across the globe with Pernilla. and his girlfriend. And I'm just like, girl, so she found out about him through a news article. And that's when it all clicked to her, like, this man has been living a double life. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, you guys don't, because from what I'm seeing in the documentary, he posts a lot of clips, but I don't know. Does he not post this stuff on his story, his Instagram story? Because he seemed active on there. Like, how did she not know this whole year? Like, how did she not know this man is, like, out living a double life? I guess maybe he dresses up like, oh, I'm working with clients and, you know, I have to do all this and do all that. Maybe that's how he got her. But she was probably the only sensible one in this damn documentary. But at the same time, not, because, like, this man did this a whole year and you had no clue. But she was the only one with some sense that, you know, was not playing with him. But at the same time, I can't, like, make it seem like she was, like, you know, the badass in it. She kind of had, like, more opportunities to, you know, get his clothes and sell them on eBay. You know, she had that vantage point. Like, the other girls had no more contact with him. So there was no way they were going to be able to, you know, hurt him like he hurt them. So, you know, but I'm just glad she used it. You know, she stole it. She took that man's clothes, sold them online, did what she had to do. I don't think it's as much. I don't think it's even close to how much she probably lent this man. Which is very weird to me, that you dated a man for 1 year and some change. He keeps borrowing money from you, but he's supposed to be a millionaire. And you didn't think, like, I haven't gotten any of this money back. This whole documentary just had me confused and annoyed. But anyways, I did enough judging, but I just want to say, you know, like, ladies, please be careful on these social media apps. We already know people live double lives online. We already know, like, you cannot believe anything on social media, especially Instagram, because people can lie about anything on there. Like, people can really lie about anything on social media. Anything. So, like, just be careful. Be careful. And I would say, just don't be giving men your money. Do not be giving men your money. Like, unless you are married to this man, don't. And you know what? Let me not just say don't give men money. You know, if you have your money and you want to give it freely. Yeah. Don't let somebody force you to give them money. Like, put you in a position where, like, you feel bad if you don't give them the money. You know? And definitely don't take out loans for anyone, y'all. Because at the end of the day, you might have taken out that loan to lend him and him to give it back to you, but there is no legal document stating that I borrowed this money to give to this man, and so if I don't get that money back, he has to pay it. Girl, you took that loan out and you are responsible for it, and that credit card is under your name, so you are responsible for all the payments. Like, don't put yourself in a position like that. Like, really, please don't put yourself in a position like that for someone, anyone. And just, yeah, be careful. Like, I think what really got me too was these girls, these women, you can tell they were genuine and they really liked him, and they just, you know, just got caught up in the wrong thing. Like, they were all so sweet, and I feel especially bad for Cecile. I keep saying her name wrong. I feel especially bad for her because, like, this man really set it off for her. Like, he really wooed her and made her feel like, you know, he was the man of her dreams, and she fell for it. And, you know, they were strong. You know, they did what they had to do to make sure his name was stamped across the world so that people could, you know this is the guy. Beware of this guy. No matter what, no matter how many times this man changes his name, but no matter how many times this man changes his name, his face is gonna be like, that's him, you know? And for that, for them to put themselves out there and make this known, because they got a lot of hate when, you know, they work with these these journalism groups to really put it out there. Like, people call them gold diggers and all that, but you know, they did what they had to do to make sure that this man doesn't do this again. I mean, the only other, I'm not giving him any ideas. I was gonna say the only thing else he could do was, you know, get face, you know, reconstruction surgery, which he mentioned wanted to do in the film, so I wouldn't put it past him. But it's just sad because none of these women got this money back at all. They didn't get a dime back. Only Aileen, which, you know, because she took some of his clothes. And people were angry about the fact that they didn't get anything back, but at the same time, like, you know, that Simon, he was a scammer, but he wasn't stupid, okay? He let them girls take those loans out in their name. He made them take out those, he made them up their limits on their credit cards, and he just spent it. You know, it all falls back on them. Cecile even went as far as to lie and say, oh, I'm the one at these places where Simon was traveling. You know, like, you confirmed that it was you. You submitted a pay stub that was not real. You know, it all falls back on them, you guys. Like, it's gonna be like, oh, they gave this man money willingly, so they didn't get anything back, and he didn't face any type of I think he spent 5 months in jail out of a 15-month sentence, and now he's back to living his best life. I mean, I don't think he can scam anymore, but I'm sure he saved some of that money that he got from them somewhere. Yeah, not in the bank, somewhere. Like you should have thought, ladies, before you sent him. But anyways, yeah. But that's like all my thoughts on Tinder Swindler. Please make sure to go check it out if you haven't. Like, it's really good. I love watching documentaries on Netflix and all that. But yeah, it's sad how he did these women, but what can you do? Anyways, be careful of scammers out there, y'all. Don't be sending people your money. And yeah, just be safe. And make sure to like this video. Make sure to comment. Let me know what you think. Don't be getting in these comments arguing with me either, because, like, I'm just telling you, like, how I feel. Okay? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see more content from me. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.